If you're between the ages of 20 and 45, I need you to listen with an open mind. Well, regardless of whatever age you are anyway, you still need to listen. About say 15 years ago, my final year in university, we had this meeting where different speakers came to talk to us about life after campus, and particular about the man that spoke on financial freedom. Amongst the many things he said was the fact that we needed to tell our money where to go, that because part of being financially free is that you are the master and not the money lording over you. You get the gist, right? So he said we should budget everything, including welfare, including giving. And because it was a Christian gathering, that did not sit very well with many of us. It didn't sound spiritual. It didn't sound like we're trusting God. Like if we needed to plan, including the welfare. I mean, Jesus said we should give. Like if it's in your hand to give, why would you tell your brother to come tomorrow? And so someone asked a question. If at the end of that budget you had for welfare, someone came with a genuine need, like you've exhausted the quota for welfare, and someone comes to you with a genuine need, what do you do? And he said, tell the person, sorry, we cannot accommodate this at the moment. And then you, in your heart, you now plan for the person the coming month. And from the responses, including the person that asked the question, you could tell that that was not a spiritual response at all. But after so many years, this is me admitting that that man was right. Now, let me tell you something. You see, what we call faith actually is sometimes we refusing to apply principles or learn the principle. God being our source does not actually mean that we will fail to plan. And that reminds me about the Joseph experience, right? About 7 years of plenty, 7 years of famine. The revelation had come that this was going to happen. If it were today, we'll probably be casting and binding. But we didn't see Joseph come up with that as a strategy. What was the strategy? Let us start portioning. In these years of plenty, let's have a plan where we are keeping some excesses for the rainy days. I don't know if you get it. Does it mean that they were not spiritual? No. During the years of plenty, what did they do? They stored up, they planned, they prepared, they assigned resources for future need. You know, this was not lack of faith, as some of us would call it. It was actually wisdom. So here's my advice, especially if you're building your life, okay? Don't become so attached to what you already know, okay, that you cannot consider that there is superior knowledge. Because as far as I'm concerned, knowledge is progressive. Because sometimes what you believe in your heart for long ago and has refined and shaped you to the person that you are now. And if really you've checked the results, you may want to unbelieve some things, unlearn some things. That is what a growth mindset looks like. Your willingness to unlearn, learn, and relearn. Like we are lifelong learners. As long as we're here, we're going to keep learning. And even over there, we will understand certain things better by and by. Now, my major concern is about this finance, okay? Because being financially responsible does not actually make you less spiritual. And budgeting does not actually mean that maybe you do not trust God, okay? But actually, you trust God so well that you are responsible. Like, God does not raise irresponsible children. So you're saying, God, I am a responsible child. And so I'm going to do right by the money, by the income that you give to me, by the resources that you give to me. I'm going to do right by it by assigning it, and telling it where to go, not allowing it to just rule my life. Okay, so this is the major reason I created what I've not yet shared it on this space, but there's a solution I've created to help with this issue, because after so many years I've come to realize that that is one thing that everybody needs to do if you really want to live better. I know we're hoping that the years of plenty are coming, things are going to get better, God is going to bless you, tomorrow is going to be greater. Like as children of God, we always have hope, things are going to get better. But planning and sticking to the plan does not mean you don't have hope. Actually, it's a sign that you have hope. I hope we get the message.